Hello everyone, welcome back to the Agro Times. I'm Olivia and today I'm in Bujiri. I've come basically to do post-harvest handling assessments on our farmers, on our soybean farmers. But before we go into that video, I want to simply answer some questions about pumpkin farmers. You have been asking me a lot of questions regarding the videos I made on marketing of pumpkins and growing of pumpkins. Um, uh, the first question you've always been asking me, but before we go into those questions, I first want to thank all of you, my subscribers who watch my videos and then get in touch with me through WhatsApp. Some of you call me direct calls and you ask me, like you ask me questions or you inquire about agriculture. And some of you give me actually jobs to come and assess your farms, plan for your farms. Thank you so much for trusting me. Thank you for trusting the Agro Times. I love you so much. Those who haven't subscribed, please subscribe and tap on that notification button. So here, where I'm standing, there is a pumpkin plant. I saw it, then I remembered you've always been asking me questions. I have like 4 or 5 subscribers. We've already gave seeds from us, like the Arjuna seeds and local varieties, and they have planted. And there are those ones who are far from this place, like from Soga region. Those ones I'm always connecting to them to other agronomists in their regions, and they have received the seeds for pumpkins they have planted. More so, Priscilla, Brian, thank you for always checking on me and always engaging me into your farms, asking questions. So right now it's a pumpkin plant, but this one is it's beyond what I'm trying to. I want to show you how we nip. We always nip when the pumpkin is 1.5 meters or 1 meter, like the length after planting. But this one is extra, so I just wanted to show you how we exactly nip. I think Tefe, come close. So when you're nipping, we basically remove this one like this. So why do we nip? We need pumpkins to stop the overgrowth of leaves and veins. These pumpkins, as you see here, they have long veins. So if you don't nip, it doesn't make branches. So if you nip, you give a pumpkin plant chance to have, like, to generate other branches and put on uniform fruits, healthy and uniform fruits. If you don't nip, it just grows fruits. No, it just grows leaves and veins instead of bearing fruits. And basically when the flowers puts on, they tend to fall off. So this is a good practice in pumpkin. We nip when the pumpkin is like 3 to 1 month. That's 1 meter long or 1.5 meter. Another health benefit of nipping, the fruits, like if you nip, you get uniform fruits, like you have uniform harvest. Cause most of the times if you don't nip, it puts on flowers and fruits at different ratios and different times, so harvesting becomes difficult. Then those who have been asking me, those who asked me about nipping, I've answered you, unless when I left out something. Then there are those who have been asking me about the varieties. Uh, Me, I always grow Arjuna and this local variety. The local varieties, seeds, you can always get seeds everywhere. Like I will say, let me put on this ad. The sun is a little bit too much. So I was talking about the varieties we have. We have the Arjuna, that's NAD, and we have the local variety. But to farmers who are just adopting pumpkin farmers, pumpkin farming, I always advise them to plant the local variety. Why? One, it's easier to market a local variety than marketing the Arjuna. The market for local pumpkins is readily available in local markets, like and international market, because people know those indigenous varieties. Another thing, it has a long gestation period. Once you harvest, you can keep it somewhere for something like 6 months before it gets spoiled. So you can keep it as you look for market. Then another thing, um, it is not that easily affected by pests. It's prominent pests somehow, and its management is not as high as that of Arjuna. However, it takes a long period of time to mature than the Arjuna type. Arjuna type is good, but the problem we have here in Uganda is market for Arjuna. I will give you an example. Last season, the first season of the year, that was March, I planted the Arjuna. But it took me like, it costed me a lot to get the market. I could go to Nakasero, they could tell me, if you have the local variety, then that's okay. But the Arjuna now, people don't buy it unless when you supply to hotels or what. However, market is there. Those companies I'm always recommending to you where you're getting seeds, those who have reached out and got seeds. Those very companies, they take those pumpkins when they are ready. Arjuna basically takes 2.5 to 3 months to mature. And they are like, it's fruiting like, if you're to compare in percentages, the local variety can fruit maybe 70% out of 100, but Arjuna you get at least 95% of out of 100. So market is there for Arjuna once you plan well. Those who are receiving seeds from the companies I'm recommending, I assure you, market is readily available. For local varieties, still market is readily available. Some of you are already, like someone called me in the morning, like, I want to plant pumpkins, but the problem is market. Are you sure we can? I cannot guarantee you that I'm sure I will come and market your what? Your producers. But I can connect you to people, to buyers who can take those pumpkins at a at a relative cost, or someone who can take maybe to Nakasero or to Kenya, but I cannot connect you direct to Kenyan buyers. Those, Kenyans who are here, I'm sorry to say this, but you know how sometimes how those Kenyans, I don't want to use this word, but when it comes to business, unless when you're in contract with them, like me, I have a contract with those companies I'm supplying. But if you just go to a buyer, like they buy, their places are good, but you don't plant pumpkins with that high expectations that Kenyans are going to come and pick. No, you may get disappointed. I got disappointed. I'm telling you this out of my experience. So I got disappointed. That season I planted Arjuna. It opened my eyes to get into contact with a contract with them. So I signed a contract with them. For local variety, if you load a full lorry or a full truck of pumpkins, those hard shell pumpkins, I explained in the previous videos the qualities they want. So those are local indigenous varieties with hard shells, low water quality. If you take them to Nakasero, trust me, you only spend there one night when the track is over. Ladies just fight for those pumpkins, like fighting, real fights. So market is available for pumpkins. When the prices are low, they can take a truck which accommodates like 2,000 pumpkins at 1.8 million or 2 million Ugandan shillings. I'm talking about Ugandan shillings. When the prices are moderate, you can sell between 2.5 to 4 million. When prices are high, like right now, they are taking pumpkins ranging from 4.5 to 7 million. Right now, there's scarcity for pumpkins, and a lot of buyers are reaching out asking if I have pumpkins to supply to them. But unfortunately, the last season I grew few acreages of pumpkin. So guys, I was talking about the market. Market is available. Pumpkin market is available. Whether you're supplying in hotels. Then another thing I have remembered is how many. Someone asked me how many plants uh, can be planted in 1 acre. In 1 acre with a spacing of 8 by 8, you can achieve something like 650 plants in an acreage. If you have a spacing of 4 by 4, like the Ajuna is strictly 4 feet by 4. So you can multiply or something like 1,200 plants. And once you nip, remember it is elongating. It is proceeding forward before nipping. Once you nip, it gets branches to this side to this side. So if God helps you, each branch puts on an average of 2 to 3 pumpkins. Those are 6 pumpkins per side. In average, well, let's say 6 pumpkins per plant. So that's a good average to achieve, a floating average to achieve. So you can get in an acreage something like 7,200 fruits. So that's roughly, if you're selling in per piece, maybe if you're selling 1,000 per piece, that's 7 million. If you're selling 2,000 per piece, that's 14 million Ugandan shillings. If you're selling in 2 trucks, those are something like 2 to 3 trucks. Even though you sell each box for the 2 million or 2.5 or 3 million, that's 9 billion. You cannot get that money in sugarcane farming, in any acre, because they're always waiting for a full year and some months to harvest sugarcane, and they end up buying 1 kilogram of sugarcane. It's 100 Ugandan shillings, like a chikumi, a Uganda. A ton is 100,000. You cannot earn the money you earn in vegetables in other crops. So I don't know whether I forgot other questions. Someone asked me, when should I recommend farmers to plant pumpkins? Even now, it's the right time to plant pumpkins because we are in scarcity. So every time we're in scarcity, you plant at least by early April, you're harvesting. So I just wanted to answer those questions. Unless when I left out your question, you can comment it down in the comment section. I will be replying. Once again, to those who have supported me, those who have given me jobs, a chance to work in their fields. Thank you so much. Not forgetting Salah Tourist. She's always engaging me. She's always calling me to her farm. I thank you all for trusting me, for trusting the Agro Times. I love you so much. See you in the next video, of which it will be about soya bean post handling harvests. So that's what we are going to do right now. We are going to farmers to guide them on what exactly to do, and also the process of buying that soya beans from those farmers to our cooperative, from the cooperative to the market. So bye bye for now. Stay blessed. Before forgetting, those who ask me questions about potato farming, my fellow workmate, agronomist Tefe Grace, is going to handle that in a video, and it will be posted here. Thank you so much. Bye bye.